Well, first up for me today is to get at the tomato bed. There's very few tomatoes left here. I was trying to get everything to a blush, and they still could because I don't see frost for at least a week, 2 weeks in the 14-day forecast. However, I need this bed cleared, and they're not going to do much of it. And there's not many left, so I'm going to get them out, get the cages put away in the shed, haul the plants out, and my cosmos, last year I'm ever growing cosmos, they just don't get to flower. I don't know, huge plants. They were about to burst into something glorious, I'm sure. But last night at 2 in the morning, Bruce and I aren't normal, so at 2 in the morning we were outside and it was 18 degrees, calm, lovely. But somewhere after that, high wind must have come through very quickly and taken down those cosmos. So much as I was hoping they'd be there for the insects also, but to see them finally show, here it is late October, this year they might have made it. Anyway, not going to, so I'm going to haul it all out and yeah, see if there's some tomatoes that'll make it, some not, but that's my first chore. Next, I'm going to get some of these large leaves of the white Russian kale. They're looking all wilted right now, and it rained a bit last night. There was high winds too. Anyway, I'll perk them up in the sink with some water in a bowl. But what I did with these not long ago was I made cabbage rolls out of them, and they worked perfectly. So I'm hoping that I can blanch these, cut out the stems, blanch these, and maybe roll them so that they can fit in my freezer without cracking or something, but leave them whole, which is less work too, and then you know, freeze them and they'll be ready for cabbage rolls in the winter. Why are they so limp right now? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get some of those out. There we go, and aren't they a big, beautiful size? And the lovely thing about it is they are so easy, so much easier than cabbage to work with. And a great way to use up kale, which isn't our most favorite green, but it is in fact a perfect survival food for us. I was just walking by and I saw this big lovely leaf too, so I'm going to take him with me also. That is from a cabbage, which I doubt is going to be anything, but I will certainly utilize those leaves. I'm just going to bite the bullet and pull these last few broadbean plants out, but goodness, lovely little things. They're still trying to grow, the beans, but it's got to go. And I'm trying to clean up this bed here, which I let go with weeds in the paths. So my plan up here is just to, that's my shadow. There you can see the weeds in the path. So my plan is just to cover this whole area and spread out my manure and try to regain this space to what it should be. Improve the soil by topping it up with manure and my leaves from the Leaf Depot. And well, the weather is nice. It's still beautiful out, which is amazing. I've got, you know, some more walking onions is what I'm trying to say, coming up in all this mess. I'm going to harvest those also today because, well, they're going to go in a meal I've got planned for Asian noodles with shrimp, but also I'll chop those to the size I want for green onions to put in my freezer. I have bizarrely a Mizuna there. I'd probably harvest that today too. And I found that I've got these Asian greens popping up in this mess over here. They could still go a little bit, so they don't like cold, but I don't see frost yet, so I may leave those. And over here I've got some nice kale, which is looking gorgeous right now. which I'll also leave because that's food that can still contain me for a couple of weeks, I'm sure. What a mess I'm going to do up here. I'm laying cardboard in the paths, and then I'll spread out the manure. Okay, that little job done. I did get the Mizuna plant out because I'm soon going to be plowing over it. The Egyptian walking onions. They look great. I was able to salvage some nice looking broad bean tops. I really enjoy those. You can just throw them in anything or add them to anything. And various stages of broad beans. So the ones I will be further drying indoors. And then there's some lovely ones that I'll pod and freeze. I wanted to show you these dead plants here are runaway Jerusalem artichokes, which I don't know if I could ever dig them out, but that's okay. I'll just consider that storage for future years. And oh my, I've got my work cut out for me tidying up this. Oh well, it's a beautiful day. Okay, one other thing I'm doing today, I'm just tearing everything out, is I'm going to take one of these buckets. These haven't amounted to anything, but, well, whatever's here I can use, don't get me wrong, but I want to put some dirt. I'm trying to get these prepped for probably this bed and this one for garlic. I've got about 190 garlic cloves that I want to put in. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's enough space. The dirt that I just put in here yesterday, this is from the Leaf Depot, and it's now composted down. Gorgeous. So very pleased with that. Bruce and I will go back out and get more. I only grabbed, well, he grabbed 3 bags and I grabbed 3 bags. 3 bags full. Anyway, I'm going to dump these carrots. No big reveal coming from this, I'll tell you. But I want the dirt. Oh my God. Flip this over. How about I just pull these all out and I'll show you what I have. All right, the number of worms in that bucket was amazing. So they're all in my bed now. Got some dirt, that's great. All shapes and sizes. These were the buckets that I had seeded. Erroneously, put them on a slant somehow when I laid them or whatever ground I laid them on. Downpour came, washed all the seeds to one side. I replanted some, but I never thinned the carrots at all. And so it's a mangly mess. I'll take them up, wash them off, and show you what I've got. Some of them, though, I mean, my gosh. I'm going to take it and run with it. Take it and run. Look at that one. Why is that oddly one side? It's not a yellow one. Yeah, I'll wash them up. All shapes and sizes, as I said. But in this household, not a one will go to waste. I'll use them all. In fact, the nice tiny ones will probably go in my stir fry tonight. Well, the sun's going in and there's a little breeze coming as quick as that. So I'm just coming back to, let me walk over this, to get my tomatoes. So there they are. a lot with a blush, but a lot not, so I'll find something to use green tomatoes for. I've left in the bed, I have some leeks in here. And there's the miner's lettuce, or, oh, the other names I can't think of right now. And I left the stems that where they were still look like they're hanging into the ground. Maybe I'll see a flower. I don't know. I just want to see a flower. Anyway, that's it for me today. Take care. Have a great week. See you soon.